So, we're now to make rice, and a lot of people have written me and said, well, that's great, but we can't only eat rice. If you were in a third world country, yeah, you could just eat rice. But for some of the other countries that have a little more affluence, you might want to try something a little more advanced, or maybe even make two dishes at once. Don't get intimidated. We're not going to be working on two dishes at once tonight. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make green beans. A lot of people get nervous when we talk about green beans because they are a vegetable, and people feel that vegetables are a little iffy and stuff, but I can assure you it's really not that hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a cup of water. And I'm going to put it in a small pot. You don't need a big pot because you're not going to be using a lot of the green beans. If you don't have green beans, you need to go to the store. There are three kinds of green beans: fresh, or nearly fresh, canned, or my favorite, frozen. Take a sharp knife, stab it into your bag, or if you're using cans, can opener, or if you're using actual green beans, then maybe you don't need to do any of this. You want to get a big wide aperture. You want to get a big wide aperture in the bag so that you can get your paw in there and dig out a big hunk of the green beans. And I just walk over to the pot and I put them in there. I like a lot of green beans, so I'm going to try and put in a few more. You're going to turn the burner to high at first. The most difficult thing about working with an electric stove is trying to remember which burner to turn up. If you have a pot on the front, you turn up the rear burner, then your food's not going to get any warmer. You're going to have a big glowing burner in the back with no food on it. So be careful when you're doing that. We're going to give that about a minute or so because it has to come to a boil. Now, as you can see over here, I've got a pan and a pot in the back. I don't want you worrying about that. You're not ready for that. Take a sharp knife, stab it into your bag, or if you're using cans, can opener, or if you're using actual green beans. And at this point, the pot's steaming, but it hasn't boiled yet. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to take a little bit of garlic salt. Just add a little bit. Some people like it really garlicky. I think a little bit does it. You don't want too much salt in your diet, even though it is garlic salt. Now notice what I did while I was talking. I put the lid on the pot. That seals in the goodness. I'm also going to turn down my burner from high to like 2. And remember to keep in mind that you want to make sure you change the right burner. Pot still hasn't boiled yet. I'm going to attend to my other dishes right now while I'm waiting for the green beans to be ready. But because, like I said, I don't want you to be concerning yourselves with this, I'm going to obstruct them from the camera. They look delicious. Tune in next week where we'll finish our meal preparation and actually eat our green beans.